New video. My name is Thomas, and recently I've been trying to memorize the aviation alphabet. I haven't been really good at this, but I wanted to share kind of just what my process has been and how I've been doing it. So that's the Alpha, Bravo, Tango, Foxtrot thing. So firstly, what I did is I printed off, I've got a link in the description of this video where you can get a printout of alphabet, but the first thing I did was basically just read through it a whole heap of times, write it down a whole heap of times, and then say it out loud a whole heap of times. But I also have done a couple of other things to make it a little easy for myself. One thing I've done is I've described the whole alphabet using two words, and that is England and Shakespeare. When I think of England and Shakespeare, for some reason those two words can help you remember everything else. So it might be different for you, but when I think of Bravo, I kind of think of a posh person in the 18th century in England going, Bravo! When we get to W for whiskey, I think of Sherlock Holmes and I'm going, what would be the drink that I'd be drinking? Well, it'd be whiskey, and then that helps me memorize that. But also R for Romeo and J for Juliet, because for some reason those two I keep forgetting. So I have a separate word just for those two, Romeo and Juliet. But most of them I seem to be able to remember just by thinking of England and Shakespeare. So Old England and Shakespeare. Another thing I've been doing is when I'm out and about or when I'm travelling from one location to another, I take that as an opportunity to try and look at letters and try and think without. So I can, when I'm on a trip or when I'm at work, what I try and do is spell out the word in my head and then say each of those words in my head. So Bravo, uniform, Sierra. And it seems real simple and kind of doesn't seem very cool to do, but you don't have to say it out loud. You can just say it in your head and nobody knows. And I found it to be a great time, a way to pass the time when I've been traveling from A to B, or I've had a break at work, or I've just been sitting there doing nothing, and that's given me something to do and focus during the week. So when I have been able to study and work on it, what I've done is I've written it down, I read it, and then I say it out loud. Then I repeat it. I went through the whole alphabet, and I wrote it out, said it out loud, and then, so I read it, and then said it out loud. And then what I did is I broke it down into two. So I did Alpha Bravo, Bravo Charlie, Charlie, I've forgotten. Still working on it. But you get the idea. And that way I slowed it right down and went through. And then I did spot challenges. So then I would go through and randomly select a letter and then say it out loud what it was. So F, Foxtrot, etc. And that's helped. So that wraps up my tips on how I've been learning the aviation alphabet. It may not be the best way, but these things have definitely helped me in improving my memory of the aviation alphabet, and I hope they can help you too. If I've learned one thing from doing this, it's sometimes you just feel like you're going round in circles. It's not going to be improvement every day, and sometimes you're just going round and round, meaning like, I've already learnt this, but you forget it the next day. So I write it down, I read it, I then say it out loud, and then repeat again. So write it down, read it, and then say it out loud. Thank you for watching this far through the video. If you've enjoyed this one, you can check out this one over here, which YouTube thinks you enjoyed too, or you can check out my most recent video, which is this one over here. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now. Here are my notes. Hopefully that makes sense. Cool, see ya.